And we're at a fork. Our feet are right there. And breathe in and out, and keep those ears clearing in your mind, your frontal lobe open and available the best you can. These two paths, one is right before we started doing the exercise or when you were working the exercise. Anything that was easy to derail you or make you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you didn't write it down. Not everybody's writing today, and there's purpose for that. That's okay. There's some people I'm not expecting to write more, that we go through a process of thinking, so I know how each person is working. But that feeling that things could be a yes or a no, you're still not fully in. So that's the path that we have. Now when you look at that fork, you have another path. And that is the one where you're speaking to, that you can actually see that there's a shift that you want. And this path starts growing into such beauty when you look at it. But it's also kind of dark, because it's kind of scary to make changes. It's easier to say it and be able to logically express it. But to actually go down that path affects everything around you. Because that path gives you opportunity to wake up in a new way, may shift your relationship a little bit different, but you know you're just showing up as yourself, but there may be a little gap there that you have to work before it really fits in fully. And that's the path that I can see luscious green trees, because they're still feeling like they're rejuvenating, reworking things that may have been given to them as a child, or that's been given to you in a way that it was just given to you. There was no option because you were so young. So you can go down that one path, because this is a way to stay the same and understand that you have these things you want to change, but you decide to go that other path for some reason. The path that looks beautiful, create the color around it. Create if you have trees, create if you have ocean, create if you have funneling water coming through that's from a stream or from somewhere else, a pond. Give yourself a moment to make that decision for yourself and follow that path. Now that you're on that path of creating beauty, you want to make sure you seal up the other path that could be a yes or a no. You're still kind of unresolved. Just seal it and say, no, I'm in my community, making those changes. And you tighten it and you go, okay, now you're free. So it's like a suction cup. It's like feng shui. It just starts pulling you in to this journey, and you can feel the vitality in your feet and your fingers and the energy. And it's not an adrenal exhaustion. It's that your spirit is lifted and connected, and you're going down that path. Create what that path looks like for you. See the colors that you want to see. This path is where there's so much fruit and everything that you really love that nurtures your body. And these are all the answers, all the love that you gave in for those moments, for your mindset, that you knew, if I add these things, this is going to keep this path open and moving forward. Hold yourself in that space. Breathe it in, taste it. So that becomes real. Real. Now acknowledge something new I'm going to introduce to you. So as you're walking and moving this path, we're journeying in to seeing where it comes into our life. And they give you a special process called fit, focus, integrate, transform, thrive. 4 steps before we leave this path. Get relaxed in your seat, and this is it. We got the first step of the focus. You can see your path there. You can smell it. Because you're creating what is important to you right now. You've closed off that other journey that was not serving you fully. Now you're starting to venture in. You can touch and feel it, and it's time to integrate it. Start looking at your life. This retreat is so different than any retreat that I've ever done. You're in your 4 walls. You're in your reality. So the integration, think about the reality of where you can implement this. You can feel it. You can see that you're actually doing it. Let me allow you to give some breath into this space. Where do you see you can implement it? Or where do you see you can stop and breathe into knowing that you got this emotionally, sitting with the emotion? If there's spots where you feel you are stuck in the emotion part, give yourself that vision of integration. Now we're drumming forward. Whatever your cadence is, it could be a float, it could be a gallop from a horse, it could be the cadence I always have. I hear it in my head. Let that bring you forward. You're starting to get your transformation on this journey. This path is becoming ever vibrant. And all the possibilities that you started thinking about through this journaling are being actualized right now because you are believing in yourself. You are good enough. You know that this is worth it in every part of your life. You can taste it. Are your leaves on your tree, if you have trees, are they wet and moist, and can you see them on your path? What does your path look like? Like, integrate what you are feeling. Let your path be alive and with you. Ground yourself with yourself and your body here and now. You're at a higher frequency than when we first walked in yesterday or this morning. Now you get more truth. You're not in the muck of the day-to-day. We call it muck because that is where we can choose to see things. But our new path is sharing something new. So breathe in that new air. Doesn't it feel divine? And if you need to, put your hand on your heart. Make sure this is truth. We're still on that integrate part. This is truth. There's no way we can show up every day if we don't have that truth and what is important to us, our vocals, how we're going to change this world. We are all here today, and you may not know this, but we are helping the world get better by being in this incubator space for ourselves. As we make changes, it's infectious. So know that this is never, ever a selfish path if you ever get into that space that's not serving. You get the opportunity to take care of yourself at a higher level. Who are those people around you that are your partners that are waiting for you to transform so they can get some transformation vibes off of you and the motivation? Because if you would have taken that other path that we closed off and you couldn't see or have anybody else be this guide that's there, you'd be in that day-to-day muck. We're here and now, integrating. Now you can see it, having your feet on the ground, but it's almost as if you're looking over, hovering around. And it could be a feeling. It doesn't have to be exact. We don't know how to do, we don't have to know the how. As soon as we agree and believe it, the path stays open. This is how we thrive. This is the fourth step. I want to thrive. I don't want this pain anymore. The truth is coming out. I want to be able to be where I can support others by taking care of myself. I want to thrive. The fourth step of bringing this all together. Take a deep breath, a couple of them, a few of them. Allow yourself to stay open. Allow yourself. See, no judgment there. Allow yourself to stay open. Please share with me. I want to hear it. I got it. I got this. I can do it. Come on, community. Everybody with me, ladies. I want to hear it. I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
I got
I got this.
I got this.
If you had your eyes closed when you're ready, like a butterfly, and awakening, opening up your thyroid, opening up your chest with beauty, any heart stuff in your family, open up your stomach, allow the GERD to relax and open up. Anybody with heartburn that runs in the family that you know you might slightly have or you haven't, open up your belly receive. Open up that first chakra. I heard a yawn. That's perfect. That's your release. Accept that. Yawns are incredibly important as you're going through this journey. Your body is receiving. Roll your shoulders back, please. Roll them back. I got this. Roll it forward. I got this.